Okay, this is like part 4 of the Dead Internet Theory. I'm watching Ralph Smart's The Dead Internet Theory, the creepiest conspiracy theory you will ever hear, by Infinite Waters. That's his channel's name. And he's just speaking about how it's a day and age for consumerism too, you know. And that goes back to The Century of Self, this documentary I was watching about Sigmund Freud and Edward Bernays, who were pedophiles who have highly influenced the 20th century. And it's baffling because it's all just coming together. I'll give more on that when I can. I'm just gonna keep watching this. I'll watch it while you're here because I'm a little bit tired of like ending and like posting and like shit. So I'm just gonna watch this and then see what else I have to say about it. Yeah. So now he's talking about World Star Hip Hop. It's like 7:16 minutes in. That's so interesting. He's right. He's talking about how people will post on, World Star or whatever, and then there'll be so many views on it. Like, for example, let's say Beyonce posts something, and then there's so many likes and so many comments. And lately, there's been this trend that I saw underneath where it said, "She's trippin', he's trippin'," some shit like that. And people will just say that under the comments, and it's so weird. I wonder what that's about. And it is viral. And then he said he goes on the actual, if he actually goes on the actual YouTube video of whatever they're posting on World Star, it only has about 5,000 views. It's very different. They just want people attracted to the site. Views can be bought, followers can be bought, is what Ralph Smart is saying. And that's so factual, because like, how do we know these people actually have this many followers, and where do they get them from, and are they real people, or are they just bots? And I feel like that's why it's so hard. It's been so weird for me to uplift my channel and shit, because, there aren't real people on here. There's just bots. There's just the artificial intelligence. I see you, CIA. And that's true. He's saying how like people will comment on videos and then they're not real people. They're just bots. Like, I remember one of my comments at some like the weirdest comments ever. People were like I feel like parts of it were real people, parts of it were just bots. So these bots would attack me and be like, "You're crazy." And then there's this other side where people were like, "Please make more videos. Thank you for posting. Please keep vlogging, blah blah blah." So I'm just kind of thinking, like, what is there to really think? Do they just want to get into our heads more? Do they want to know what's going on in my head? Is this the real liberation? Is this the true revolution? And is this what they don't want? For me to speak up? Or do they want me to speak up in order to get in my head more? Yeah, but they can't get in my head more and attack me more. I mean, actually, they have, because the dude I was talking about, San Pedro, who gave me San Pedro, in Peru, he said a lot of things that I wanted to do, and obviously I was intrigued. That's too good to be true. No one can have that many talents. I won't lie. Like, no one can know that much. He was capping. So obviously I was like, ooh, maybe I can trust him. So that's how they lure you in. They get all your information and they're like, oh, I see you. And that's gaslighting. So, moral of the story, don't trust nobody. Okay, I'm playing the video again. bots have an agenda. They can be programmed, is what Ralph Smart just said. What the fuck is a deep fake? They've made bots that look just like them. See, I've talked about this too, where I'm like, these people around me don't look real, but they have a very familiar soul, which I'm very uncomfortable with. Like, the spirit is very dark, and I feel it and I sense it, and that's why they want our third eye to be closed, because if you use your first eye, you will see the truth, because you can only see 2% of the electromagnetic spectrum. Sorry, 0.0000 something 1-3% of this electromagnetic spectrum, so we see nothing. So if you start using your third eye, your first eye, and truly coming to your senses and using your humanity, you become real, and they become less scary, because you see right through it. And that also brings me to this other idea that my mom keeps coming up with new phone numbers, and it's just so weird. Like, she's still trying to get to me in some form. Okay, now I'm playing the video again. We're living in a simulation, he said. The chance we're living in a base reality are billions. Or 1 in billions, because this is like a video game. This is like The Matrix. The Matrix wasn't a film, it was a documentary. Ralph Smart said. When you realize the Matrix, this is the Matrix. Yeah. And I realized that in a minute. Like, I was like, this, like, none of this is real. None of this is real. I asked if the programming was evil at some point. I think I'm gonna make a part 2, that way this uploads quickly, so I'm gonna cut this off. I love you. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Yeah.